What's up, my hippies? It's me, Emily, and we're going to talk about my New Year's resolutions. So, we are 5 days into 2019, and I figured I would make a little video going over my New Year's resolutions. So, my first New Year's resolution every single year is to always be healthier. I feel like I start off the year so healthy. I am eating more fruits and more vegetables and less junk food, and then halfway through the year I kind of give up and I eat whatever I want to. Now, I am vegan, so that diet alone is a little bit healthier, but still I cannot be sitting here eating vegan quesadillas and mac and cheese for every single meal. I mean, that is just not healthy in general. So I'm not restricting like carbs per se or fats per se, but I will be trying to eat more wholesome foods rather than processed foods. My second New Year's resolution goes along with the first one, and it is to exercise more. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I used to be super into exercising. I used to exercise every single day of the week, and I was on a calorie counting diet, and I did lose quite a bit of weight at that time. And then I made the transition to go vegan, and I really haven't gained any weight, but I still am not at the weight that I would like to be. So I feel like if I can just exercise more, I can reach my goal weight and have my goal body and just be more healthy in general. Sorry guys, if you can hear that annoying noise, it is my dishwasher. I feel like every single time I do a YouTube video, I'm either doing laundry or washing dishes. So there's always background noise, and I apologize. My resolution number 3. This third one is about my mentality. So lately I have been struggling mentally. I'm fine, but there are days where it's really hard and I have really high anxiety or really high depression. I do struggle with both of those, and honestly I would rather deal with them naturally than have to be put on medication. I've tried medications for my depression in the past and I didn't really see a whole lot of impact there. So I feel like if I am really working on my mentality myself, like meditating or yoga or just taking time out of my day to write and to do less technological activities, I think that I'll start to see a change in my mentality. I am a strong believer that you are in control of your mentality at all times. I think that happiness is something that you can control in your head. And there was a point in my life where I was practicing that happiness and I was really feeling happy and my life was great. 2018 was a little bit of a struggle. I had a lot of life changes that happened so fast in the beginning of 2018, and I feel like right now towards the end of 2018 I'm just processing everything still. Well, it's not the end of 2018, it's actually the beginning of 2019. I'm sorry, my brain is a little bit confused still. I'm still like processing everything that happened and how quickly this year really passed, and I'm realizing that I really didn't do anything that I wanted to do on my resolution list last year. I started off really strong, and then towards the end of the year I kind of just fell into this mental mind trap, I guess, and I don't think it's healthy. I am that kind of person who really enjoys my alone time, and I love to be alone. I love to sit in my apartment and just be alone and really do whatever I want to do, but I don't really think that's the healthiest thing for my mentality. I don't think that sitting at home all by myself every single day is really healthy for me. I feel like I need to push myself to get out there more and to do more activities with people and not be so alone all the time. Resolution number 4. So I have this resolution that I want to be a better friend. So I've talked about this with my best friend, and she swears up and down that I am such a good friend and that I have nothing to worry about, but I do see flaws in myself. I can be very I don't know if I would say flaky. I talk about making plans all the time with people, and then I end up just not really feeling it. I end up not really hanging out with my friends too often. And I don't feel like that is being a great friend. I feel like I should be making more of an effort to spend time with these people. I really do truly love all of my friends so much. They've helped me so much over the past few years, and they've helped mold who I am today at this time, and I am so grateful to have them in my life. If I don't take the time out to show them that I want to spend time with them and I want to be with them, then I fear that those relationships will come to an end, and I don't want that for any of us. I don't want our relationships to end. My resolution is to be more conscious of my time and spend my time equally between myself and also making time to see my friends. I know that we live in a world where technology rules us. We have cell phones, computers, TVs, everything. And we think that Snapchatting or texting is a means of spending time, and it's not. You know, I could Snapchat my friends all day, every day, but it's not the same as actually seeing them and being able to talk to them in person and kind of just catching up. So I really want to focus on being more present in my friends' lives. Going along with that, I just want to be a better friend. I want to make an effort to show my friends that I care about them. You know, when I see them, I want to be able to ask them how their lives are going and how the people in their lives are, because I know a lot about my friends and they talk a lot about their family and their friends, and it's really hard to hang out with someone who's not interested in the conversation. So I want them to know that I am interested in our conversations. And I feel like a lot of the time when I hang out with my friends, since I am dealing with so many mental problems right now, I tend to just talk about myself, and I tend to just go through all of my problems, and I feel like I'm not asking how they are and how their mentalities are and how they're doing. So I want to make a conscious effort to really, you know, help my friends' mentality just as much as they can help mine. My resolution number 5. So lately I've realized that I have some minor anger issues. Now, I have had anger problems my whole entire life. I have like this temper that, you know, I'll be fine and then all of a sudden something will set me off, because I like to bottle everything inside of my body, inside of my mind, until like the very last minute, and then I kind of just explode. You know, it's like putting a Mentos inside of a Diet Coke. It just goes phew. So that's kind of how I work as a person. I bottle everything up, I keep it all bottled up, and then there's one day where I kind of just explode. My bun is like crooked. I haven't really struggled with it too much in the past few years. I've really noticed that my anger issues have subsided. Recently, I feel like I've just had so many little things going on in my life that I can see my anger poking out a little bit more, and I've just been like snapping, and I don't want to be like that. I don't want to treat my loved ones with disrespect. I don't want to be that person that is yelling all the time. I really don't like yelling. I think it's unnecessary. I think it creates friction in people's lives, and I'm all for showing emotion and being open and honest with emotions, but I don't think that yelling and getting angry is the way to do that. I think you can show your emotions without yelling. I want to work on my anger and not be so snappy towards people. It's just something that I personally struggle with lately, and I don't want to do it anymore. Resolution number 6. So obviously I have my own apartment, and that was a huge step for me. My resolution, or there's like goals that I have potentially for like the end of the year of 2019, is to either find a better apartment and to move into a better apartment, maybe a little bit bigger, or to buy a condo or a small house. Now, I know that sounds a little bit crazy. I don't know if the purchasing of something will happen right now, but I definitely want to look into moving to a different apartment complex now that I've had the experience of renting this apartment and understanding how everything works. I really think this apartment works for me, but it would be nice to have something just a little bit bigger for my cats. I do have 2 cats, and it is quite small in here for them, and I don't really think that that's fair to keep them in such a small apartment when they can't really go outside. So just for my cat's sake, it would be nice to have a little bit bigger of an apartment, and maybe on the top floor so that I could let them outside on the balcony. Right now I live on a ground floor apartment, so letting them outside would mean that they might, you know, want to explore the land a little bit more, and I just really don't want that. I don't want them to be outside and running around and potentially getting hit by cars or lost. So I am an overprotective mother, I know, but I've owned lots of animals in my life, and I just don't think that an apartment complex is a place to have an outside cat. Resolution number 7. So I know I've been talking a lot recently about relationships. I do have a couple other videos filmed about relationships that I have not yet put up, but you will see them soon. I have a goal for myself this year to try to date more. And I don't mean like just get on Tinder, have a conversation, and end it. I mean like actually meet these people that I'm talking to, because I feel like I'm just so flaky. I'm so flaky. Like, I'll talk to these guys, they immediately say they want to hang out, and then I get scared. I'm like, oh my god, like they already want to hang out with me, and I just feel like that's so awkward. I haven't like hung out with anyone that I don't know personally in such a long time that I don't know how I would feel. So I want to challenge myself to go on a few dates and see where it goes. It's really hard because I prefer someone who's vegan, but finding a vegan guy in my city is just, it's almost impossible. And I mean, if they're not vegan or vegetarian, I would at least hope that they would be open-minded. Hopefully I can find myself a nice vegan boy, and I can update you guys and let you know that I'm in a relationship or dating. But, you know, we'll see how that goes. Even if they're not vegan or vegetarian, I still would like to meet new people and see who is out there. Resolution number 8. Okay, so my 8th resolution is to be more crafty. I have recently been into painting and making hemp jewelry. My best friend taught me how to make hemp jewelry, and a lot of my friends paint, so I kind of experimented with that back in 2018, but I really would like to focus more on it. I think that the more you do something, the better at it you get, and I really want to challenge myself to create pieces that I'm proud of. And I don't know, I just think it's really cool. I have some of my art hanging on my walls right now. I wouldn't really say that they are spectacular, but I think for like my first time painting, they came out pretty well, and I really would like to continue that. I think it's really fun to challenge your mind and to be more creative. I think it's great for your mentality, and it's one more step into me being happy, so I'm kind of excited about that. Resolution number 9. So my 9th resolution is to love myself. I feel like I've come a long way with my body positivity in 2017 and 2018. I have some friends who encouraged me to be more open with my body and to not be afraid to wear certain items of clothing and to just be myself and not really care what other people think. I would like to continue that path and just know that no matter what my body looks like, it does not define who I am as a person. So if I end up losing some weight in 2019 and I become more fit, awesome, I'm still going to be me. Or if I stay the same or gain weight, then I'm still going to be me. And it does not define who I am as a person. So I have a lot to learn with that, but I feel like it is really important to my mental health to be able to love myself. I want to love who I am as a person, and I think that's sometimes a little bit harder than loving your body, is loving who you truly are. Sometimes I don't always look at myself in the best light, and I see a lot of my flaws, and I worry that other people are thinking negative things about me even if they don't say it. So I really need to work on not thinking those things and not thinking that everybody has a negative viewpoint on me, because I don't know how someone else thinks. Is this not even focused on me? It's like focused on that pillow. I don't know how everybody else thinks, and I can't assume that they're thinking something negative of me when I have no idea. So I just really want to work on loving my body and my mind and just my overall self. Finally, resolution number 10. So the last resolution that I have for 2019 is to be more conscious of my money spending and be more conscious of my finances in general. I feel like I'm at a point right now where I'm comfortable with money and I can kind of not go overboard, but I can have some flexibility. I can go out and buy that $20 lipstick every week if I really want to, or I can go out to eat or order DoorDash a couple times a month and not really have to worry about if it's going to affect my bank account. So far, I'm really proud of myself for being able to support myself financially and to be able to keep this apartment over my head and to stay afloat in that sense. So I'm really proud of myself there. It was something that I had a lot of fear and worry about back before I was at this point. I've realized that it's not necessarily easy, but I have a system in place where it makes it easier for me, and I know like how to split my bills up right now. But overall, I would like to be able to be more conscious of where my money is going. I would like to save more money just in case in the future I would like to buy a house. I could have some money for a down payment, or if I want to go to school, I have that money, or just if anything happens to my life that would be devastating, I would have those extra funds to be able to afford that. So I really do have a goal in my mind that I need to save more money and be more financially conscious. I think it's important that everybody does that, and there's always little tiny things that you can tweak that you're saving money on in the long run. I just think it's really important for everyone to be financially stable and to have knowledge on how to be financially stable. So it's always been a goal of mine to get better and better and better at it. Alrighty guys, I do appreciate you guys watching my 2019 resolution list. I hope you guys enjoyed. I wonder if you guys have any of similar resolutions that I do. If you do, let me know in the comments below. I think it's really cool to see if we all have common interests or not. I hope you guys have a fantastic 2019, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!